Hi children, we continue with our 6th chapter, Combustion and Flame. And our today's topic is impacts of burning fuels on the environment. Burning fuels like coal, petrol, etc., coal, petroleum, etc. has certain harmful effects on the environment. So, we have to discuss about those harmful impacts in today's class. So, the first one is fuels like wood, carbon fuels like wood, coal, petroleum, etc. Upon burning, release unburned particles into the atmospheric air. So, carbon fuels like wood, coal, petroleum, etc. release unburned particles into the atmospheric air. We call these particles as suspended particulate matter. These are known as suspended particulate matter or SPM. These fine particles are dangerous pollutants and they can cause severe respiratory problems like asthma. So, that is the first one. I hope it is clear to you. Carbon fuels like wood, coal, petroleum, etc. upon burning release unburned particles. These particles are known as suspended particulate matter or SPM. These particles will not settle down. These are very fine in size. So, very small in extremely small in size. So, they will be remaining lighter particles. So, they will remain floating in the air. That is why suspended in the air. We call them as suspended particulate matter. And these fine particles can cause respiratory problems like asthma. The next one is carbon monoxide. Incomplete combustion. If the air supply is not proper, instead of producing carbon dioxide, fuels will produce a gas called carbon monoxide. A carbon monoxide gas will be produced by incomplete combustion of fuels. This is a poisonous fuel. It's poisonous, polluting as well as poisonous. Carbon monoxide gas is a poisonous gas. So, by incomplete combustion of fuels, a gas called carbon monoxide gas is released into the air, which is poisonous. So, it is said that not to burn coal in a closed room. In cold countries, people make coal fire. Inside the room, coal fires are made. So, in a closed room, it is not advisable to make coal fires because in a closed room, oxygen supply is not sufficient. So, upon burning of the fuel, a poisonous gas called carbon monoxide is produced. Carbon monoxide may combine with hemoglobin of our blood. Hemoglobin, as you know, is the pigment which gives red color to the blood. So, this carbon monoxide gas which is inhaled combined with hemoglobin of the blood and it reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. So, it can be inhaling too much of carbon monoxide can be dangerous and it can result in the death of the people who are sleeping in that closed room with coal fire inside. So, that is the second impact. Incomplete combustion, if the oxygen supply is not enough, it can result in the evolution of a gas called carbon monoxide. It is a poisonous gas. So, it is said that it is dangerous to burn coal in a closed room because the carbon monoxide gas produced can combine with hemoglobin of the blood, thereby reducing the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. So, it can result in the death of people sleeping in that room. Okay. Now, the third one, combustion of almost all the fuels produce carbon dioxide gas. This we have learned in this chapter. Fuels upon burning mainly produce carbon dioxide gas. But nowadays the number of vehicles are increasing, number of factories increasing. So, burning of fuels also increases. So, what happens as a result? There is increased level of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air. The amount of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air increases. As a result, what happens? The average temperature of the earth also increases, which we call as global warming. In the previous chapter, we discussed about it. Increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air leads to global warming because carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. It traps the heat of the sun, thereby increasing the average temperature of the earth. This results in global warming. And as a result of global warming, the ice in the polar glaciers, ice in the polar region melt, which causes an increase in the water level in the sea. Water level in the sea goes up, thereby causing flooding in the coastal areas. And it is believed that in the near future, the low-lying coastal areas may even be completely submerged in water. So, increased amount of carbon dioxide. As burning of fuels increases, more and more carbon dioxide comes to the atmospheric air. Increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air can lead to global warming, increase in the average temperature of the atmosphere of the earth. This can result in melting of ice in the polar regions, thereby causing increase water level in sea, thereby causing flooding in the coastal areas. And it is believed that low-lying coastal areas may even be completely submerged under water. Okay, so that is the next one. Next is acid rain. Have you heard of acid rain? Fuels like coal, petrol, etc. release a gas called sulfur dioxide into the atmospheric air. It is an extremely suffocating gas. And moreover, from petrol engine, oxides of nitrogen oxides are also released into atmospheric. Nitrogen oxides are also released into the atmospheric air. All these are non-metal oxides. In the second chapter, we learned that non-metal oxides dissolve in water forming acids. So, these non-metal oxides come to the atmospheric air. When it rains, it mixes with these oxides, mixes with rainwater, and they form acids. So, what do you call it? We call it as acid rain. Acid rain is extremely harmful for soil. It affects the quality of the soil, thereby affecting the crop growth. Then it is harmful for buildings too. One example is Taj Mahal, the diminishing beauty of Taj Mahal, which we will discuss in the next chapter. Okay. So, acid rain is another impact, negative impact of burning of fuels. So, coal, diesel, etc. upon burning produce sulfur dioxide gas. It is an extremely suffocating gas. Moreover, from petrol engines, oxides of nitrogen are also released into the atmospheric air. These non-metal oxides dissolve in rainwater, forming acids. Such a rain is known as acid rain, which affects the quality of the soil, thereby affecting the crop growth, and also it is harmful for buildings. An example is Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is in white marble, but the color is slowly changing into yellow, the diminishing beauty of Taj Mahal. Okay. So, it is said that instead of making use of petrol, diesel, etc. in automobiles, it is time that we switch to less polluting fuels like CNG. Nowadays, we have more vehicles running on CNG. CNG is a less polluting or a cleaner fuel. It produces harmful products in a very small amount only. So, it is high time that we switch to less polluting or cleaner fuels like CNG. With that, our 6th chapter, Combustion and Flame, is over. Thank you, children.